Okay, so while I am working on mushrooms, I'm going to get dinner started, and a friend wanted to see some squash recipes. So I am doing spaghetti squash for dinner. So first you wash the squash, and ideally you will cut that straight down the center, not crooked like I did. And you're going to take a spoon. You're going to clean out these seeds. And you'll notice with just about every hard squash, they smell a little like pumpkin, but they don't all taste like pumpkin. That couldn't have been a worse cutting job. Should have had my husband do it. Everything's easier off camera than it is on camera. I don't know if anybody else has noticed that. Probably wouldn't have messed up cutting it and all that. I have my oven preheating to 350, and you'll cook this for 30 minutes or so. Test it just like you would a potato. And so when it's tender, it's ready. And then I'm going to stuff this with Italian sausage and some marinara. Now for you diabetics out there, you can take some bacon, chop it up into pieces, brown that bacon, add some spinach or kale or any green you like, chop it up, put it in with that bacon, saute it until it's tender. Take that, put it in your squash, put it back in the oven. You can mix in some feta cheese, some blue cheese, Parmesan cheese, whatever your health issues allow you. I think Parmesan would probably be best because the harder cheeses are have less of the bad stuff. And drizzle some balsamic vinegar on it and you're good to go. But like I said, tonight I'm going to do a marinara with an Italian sausage. So let me get this mess out of the way. Swap this out. To take some olive oil, drizzle that olive oil. I'm going to take some salt, pepper. Sorry if you heard the dryer go off. And then you turn them upside down and you pop them in the oven. So I will show you what they look like after they've baked for a while, and I'll give you a better idea of how long it took me. Okay, back to the squash. I have some Italian sausage I went ahead and cooked in the oven with the squash. Some mushrooms I had left from canning ground in there, and I'm adding my homemade marinara sauce. Turn that way down. Get a spoon. You get to see my giant bag of beans. Okay. So I'm just warming this through because I'm going to put some of this in the squash and put it back in the oven. The squash took about 45 minutes exactly. And you just shred it. See how it looks like noodles? So pull it away from the skin. This skin can just be used for your serving vessel. Obviously you'll put it on a plate, but just shred that off the sides. Mix it around a bit. You have that salt and pepper on top. It's hard to do this one-handed. I don't have a cameraman. And yeah, so see how it looks like spaghetti shreds? And you can sauce this at any point the way you want it, or you can just drizzle a little more olive oil on it and salt and pepper to your taste. And you're good to go. You know, play with it, play with sauces and toppings that suit your diet or your palate. And I'm going to add some of that sauce. Get the fork. Put that over. Waiting for a disaster here. Put some of that sauce with the sausage on there. I hope you can hear me over my oven and my canner. Probably not talking loud enough for all of that. So okay, put the sauce, a little more meat and mushroom on there. And then I've got a little bit of mozzarella. Let's see if I can sit you here. The mozzarella, a little Parmesan, get a clean fork and do the other squash. I did a terrible job at cutting this squash. But it'll taste the same. I'll eat that one. I'll serve that one to somebody else. The cook always eats their mistakes, eh? sauce. Some cheese. And pop it back in the oven. Okay, and there you go. I'll show it to you when it comes out of the oven. And there it is. Spaghetti squash. Dinner is served. Bon appetit.